Hello and welcome back to the Sideboard at Star City Games Invitational in Los Angeles, California. I am here with Michael Bernat, old school pro, Star City Games Legacy Open champion from Indianapolis, Pro Tour stalwart, and you brought an interesting standard deck to the table here. You've brought Heartless Summoning, so tell me a little bit about where this came from and why you're playing it today.
Yes, this deck came from a friend in Chicago. It was not my idea. His name is Jason Dank, and we call the deck Dank's Evil Summoning because it uses the cards Evil Twin and Heartless Summoning.
Nice. And so Heartless Summoning, sort of a ramp card. It's sort of, I've seen decks that use either Ranger's Path or Heartless Summoning. They're very similar in that they speed up your clock by 2 turns. They let you play things quicker. And Evil Twin, which is a card that I was pushing on the In Contention podcast to start picking up in popularity because of its interaction in the Angel of Serenity Thragtusk mirrors.
It's phenomenal in that.
When your opponent is trying to loop Angels at 7 mana and you're looping Evil Twins at 4, let alone 2. It's extremely good.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Tell me a little bit about your creature suite that you're trying to get into play with your Heartless Summonings.
So basically the Heartless Summoning can let you get a turn 3 Thragtusk, a 2 cast Resto Angel. You get up to cast Angel of Serenity very quickly, which can just take over games, obviously. And then start like Evil Twinning it, or if they kill it, then reanimate it, whatever. You know, it can do a lot of things. It has a really good game against a lot of the mid-range decks, especially like Bant.
Right. Another thing that I really like about Heartless Summoning is the -1/-1 is actually good right now because Selesnya Charm is a card and it makes your Angels and Thragtusks 4 power.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you actually don't get blown out by that card a lot of the time. And both of your enablers for this deck, your Tracker's Instincts and your Forbidden Alchemies, don't just put cards in the graveyard for Unburial Rites, which is also a common strategy, but it also puts another card in your hand.
Right, it puts like a creature or something that you need in your hand, so it's maybe better, like some of the times than just mulch, like for a regular Reanimator decks, trying to do something a little bit different here.
Right, and now you're trying to, is this deck trying to go over the top of the normal Bant strategies that are using Angel of Serenity and Thragtusk?
Yeah, this absolutely can go over the top. Like last weekend I played this deck and someone cast 2 Angel of Serenities. I just cast 1 Evil Twin. I didn't even blink out the other Angel of Serenities, just use it to kill them both.
Right.
Like it just takes over games. Like you can, it absolutely can go over the top.
So moving quickly to the sideboard, you've got some interesting ones in the sideboard that I really like. The first one I want to point out is Tree of Redemption. I assume that is a concession to the Red-Black Zombies deck that has become very popular?
Right, yes.
And that's, with the Heartless Summoning in play, that's a 2-mana 0/12.
Right, so you lose 1.
Nice. How has that been so far for you?
Honestly, I haven't really drawn it against the times when I've played red-black, but it seems like it would be really good. And against if anyone's playing mono-red, I mean, I'm sure it's really good in that matchup.
Now, I also want to point out Golgari Charm, which got a lot of play in the first couple weeks, sort of fell off the radar, but is making a little bit of a comeback. Is this mostly as a way to deal with Detention Spheres?
Like a lot of the decks maybe will run Detention Spheres and Supreme Verdicts, so you can regenerate or kill the Detention Spear. That's most of the time when I use it. I don't.
So there are 3 really. The metagame right now is very varied, but there are 3 main pillars of the metagame. There's Black-Red Zombies.
Right.
There's Naya, and then there's all sorts of variants of blue Sphinx's Revelation control decks.
Right.
What's the best matchup for you?
Probably, I think it's really good against Naya, and it's really good against like Bant or the blue-white-red deck.
Right.
We've had really good success against all of those mid-range, and the times when we've lost mostly has been to aggro, just where you get kind of a weird draw, so we kind of changed it a little bit to try to make it better against those decks, because we're already really beating those mid-range decks, so we want to just make sure we added like a Centaur Healer, just to try to get some more game against those faster decks.
Absolutely.
Well,
this looks like a ton of fun, and I look forward to seeing Heartless Summoning on camera, so good luck, sir.
All right.
I'll see you later.
And I'd like to thank again Jason Dank for the deck, because I thought it's an awesome deck.
Dank's Heartless Twin?
Dank's Evil Summoning.
Evil Summoning.
Yes,
so keep an eye out for it later today.